Alright, going to play a little inside pitch advanced. Unfortunately, I may have chosen the wrong game. I just played a game and it was a really good game. 4-3 win. Roy Smalley won it for the Twins in the ninth with a homer off for Enrique Romo. And then Mike Marshall saved it in the bottom of the ninth. It was a really good game. But hopefully this one will be good as well. It was 1978, the Red Sox and the White Sox, Battle of the Sox. Dennis Eckersley and Francisco Barrios are going to be the pitchers. And this game is in Chicago, so Barrios is on the mound. It's going to be Remy, Burleson, and Rice. 1, 2, 3 here for the Red Sox. There are no ballpark adjustments, so that makes it easy. And let's get started. This is a walk chance righty, but it's going to be too big. No walk. And that's just a fly to right for the first out. 1 out. Nobody on for Burleson. There's really no stats yet. These are all early season games. As a matter of fact, this is, I think, might be opening day. Double check. There were some games before this, but I don't know if the Red Sox and White Sox have played yet. It looks like it might be opening day. This is at the ballpark for Burleson, who's a right-hand hitter. And that's a fly to center. 2 out, nobody on for Jim Rice. Get a chance to look this up on Retro Sheet because I just decided after playing the last game to do another one. This is a blank, so I just kind of jumped into a game. And this is a ground to the short. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. And I'm just going to go real quick on Retro Sheet on my iPad. So just bear with me for 1 second. And I'm going to look up this game. Alright, bottom of the first. We got Eckersley on the mound and Ralph Garr leading it off for the White Sox. It's going to be Garr, Porter, and Johnson. We start with a blank. And we got a 4-4 grounded to third, 1 out. So 1 out, nobody on, and Orta is up. And here we go. And Orta is left-handed, so this is a blank. And we got a fly to right. So there's 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the first for Lamar Johnson. And that is going to be a K chance, and a 1 is going to be a strikeout. So that's a 1
He struck him out
for Eckersley. And we're going to go to the top of the second inning. And it's going to be Yaz, Fisk, and Lynn. Yeah, just pulled up the game, and the White Sox actually beat the Red Sox 6-5 in a little bit of a wild game. White Sox scored 4 in the bottom of the 8th to take the win away from the Red Sox. And looks like Campbell lost it in relief. Torrealba won it, and LeGros saved it. So Barrios is going to face Yaz here, top of the second. And we got a blank. And there's a base hit for Yaz. So first hit of the game is Yastrzemski. Nothing on the strategy for Fisk. Runner on first. Nobody out. And now it's a walk, and it's going to be a walk. So Fisk is on first and second.
Walking, good base on balls.
Yaz gets pushed to second. Fisk is on first. No strategy. Fred Lynn, first and second. Nobody out for the Red Sox. And that looks like a walk. That's going to be bases loaded for the Red Sox.
Walking, good base on balls.
Bases loaded, nobody out, and George Scott at the plate. Francisco Barrios getting himself into a lot of trouble. I'm not going to play corners, and they had corners, and I'm going to play back. We'll give up a run right now for 2 outs. And we got a possible strikeout, and it is going to be a strikeout. Big strikeout for Barrios.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
1 out, bases loaded. Squeeze comes up, but I'm not going to squeeze with Dwight Evans. So bases loaded, 1 out. Evans is going to swing, and we're still going to play back for the double play. So Barrios to Evans, no squeeze play. And that's going to be an auto out. No, that's a K with it's an auto out against a lefty. It's a K versus a righty, and that is going to be a strikeout. 2 big strikeouts.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
He gets Scott and Evans on strikes with the bases loaded. There's now 2 out for Butch Hobson. So now it's just straight bases loaded. Everyone, the infield goes back, and we get a blank. And And we get a G4 ground ball to second base, and Barrios gets out of it. Bases loaded, nobody out. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And we go to the bottom of the second inning. Red Sox might kick themselves for that one later in this game. Now we get a K chance and a strikeout here. Bobby Bonds goes down on strikes.
He struck him out.
And that's going to bring up Ron Bloomberg. So we have Bonds, Bloomberg, and Chet Lemon here. And there's a wild, so that's a blank, nobody on base. And we got just a ground ball to first. Scott takes care of it. 2 out, nobody on for Chet Lemon playing here for the White Sox. And there's a range play 13, it looks like, and it's or an 11. Either way, it's going to be a range play. Goes to the 7, and we got an RS7. Here we ignore the R. There are no runners in scoring position, but it's a range play, so it's going to be a range play to Yaz. He's a 3 in left field, and he doesn't make it with a 4, so it's going to be a base hit.
He doesn't have it.
Doesn't make the range play, so runner on first, 2 out. Nothing on the strategy. Eric Soderholm at the plate. And this is a K chance, and there's no adjustment, so this is going to miss by 1. 9 and a 10 on the D20, so it misses by 1. And as a G4, grounded to second, Remy takes care of it, and we go to the third, scoreless.
Have you picked your designated driver for this evening?
I did not.
Please remember to drink responsibly.
I will. Here comes Barrios to Remy. And there is an auto out, 1 out. Grounded to short. Rick Burleson is up. He is 0 for 1 in the game, and we got a blank. And there is a star 6, and that's a fly to right. Be careful on these that are near the home run to not accidentally click home run. We got 2 out, nobody on for Jim Rice. And that is going to be, looks like question marks, but 20 is going to be too big, so it's blank. If I hesitate sometimes because I can't see with that red, dark red, it makes it really hard. So we got an RS7. There's no runners in scoring position, so this is just going to be an S7. Base hit for Rice. He's on first with 2 out. Nothing on the strategy for Yaz as the organist gets into the action. And we got a possible error on a blue ball. But this is a line out to short, and that's going to end the inning. So we go bottom 3. Eckersley on the mound facing Kessinger. Eckersley can still face a truckload of batters, so that's not a problem. And there is a K chance that's going to fail. And a base hit for Kessinger. Goes past short into left field. Runner on first, nobody out. And Bill Naharadny is up. That's a tongue twister. I couldn't say that when I was younger either. There is a, looks like a K chance, but that's not going to be a strikeout. It's too big. So we're going to go to Naharadny. And that is a pop-up to short. 1 out. Runner on first. Sacrifice comes up, but with 1 out, I'm not going to sacrifice for Ralph Garr. He's just going to swing away here. Runner on first, 1 out. And there's a K chance, and that is going to be a strikeout. Garr goes down.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
2 out, runner on first for Orta. And Orta's left-handed, so that looks like a blank. And Eckersley is right-handed, so that's a G6. Grounded to short. We go to the 4th inning. Scoreless. Best chance was the Red Sox when they had the bases loaded, but they did not score. As Barrios got Scott, looked like, I think, Scott and Evans, and then Hobson. He got Scott and Evans to strike out with the bases loaded. He'll face Fisk here, who's just walked in his 1 plate appearance. And this is a K chance against a righty, and an 11 is going to be a strikeout. So Fisk goes down. Strikeout, hasn't put the ball in play yet today. 1 out for Freddie Lynn. And this is looks like a range play at the park. And Lynn is left-handed, and there's a double to left, but it's a range play. Garr's going to have a chance to rob it. He's a 4. And he does rob the double. Ralph Garr takes the double away from Freddie Lynn.
That was a fine play.
And with 2 out, nobody on, it's going to be George Scott. So Red Sox feeling a little snake bitten right now. Here we got an ET. Throw possible. but a pop to short, no throw, and we're going to go to the bottom of the fourth scoreless. We got another good game, and Lamar Johnson will lead it off against Eckersley. I got to check Barrios' how many batters he can face next. This is a K chance, but it's too big, so we're going to roll on Johnson, and that's a fly to center, one out. Brings up Bobby Bonds. Feel like he's still such an underrated player, Bobby Bonds. He really put up some numbers. This is going to be a K chance, though, and a strikeout. And
Swing and a miss.
2 outs.
He struck him out.
Ron Bloomberg. And there are question marks, but 17 is going to be too big, so it's just a blank. I almost accidentally misclicked there, and there's a fly to center. So we're going to go top 5 scoreless. And Barrios can still face 11, so he's doing pretty good. Not as good as Eckersley, but he's okay. He'll face Dwight Evans. And we're going to get a blank right off the bat. And there's a double to left for Evans.
And it's a double.
He's on second with nobody out. He would have liked that with the bases loaded last time, but
everybody clap your hands.
Everybody's going to clap their hands for Butch Hobson. Runner on second, nobody out. And let's see if Barrios can get a big out here. And this is going to be an EFG at the park for Hobson, right-handed hitter. This is going to be a star 4, and it is a grounder. It's a G5, and Soderholm, it looks like, is a 10 error. And there is an error on the play. One base error on Soderholm, and it's first and third, nobody out. Top of the 5th, first and third, nobody out. Jerry Remy, we're going to play corners in because he can also bunt. So corners in, first and third, nobody out, nothing on the strategy. Red Sox threatening again. And here's a K chance, but it's not easy to strike Remy out, especially for a right-handed pitcher, so he's not going to get the strikeout. Lefties can get him, but not righties. And there is a pop-up to second. What a big out again for Barrios. So first and third, one out. We'll keep the corners in for Burleson, another guy who could bunt. So first and third, one out, corners in. Nothing on the strategy. Barrios trying to get out of trouble again. And this is an auto out 12. I don't remember because I don't have the numbers here like they are on the cards. All right, it's a fly ball, so this is going to be a sac fly check. The sac fly check fails off his card, so we're going to roll on the chart. And it does not. It only advances to center. So no advance on this one, as it was to right, I believe. And that's going to hold the runners. First and third, 2 out. So here we go. Barrios is trying to get out of trouble again, but he's got a pretty formidable opponent in Jim Rice staring at him in the batter's box. Let's see what happens here. And this is a K chance, but 17 is going to be too big. Rice is a 13, and there's no change on the ballpark, so Rice dodges a bullet there, and we'll roll on Rice. And, oh, wow, a triple to left, and that's going to drive in 2. Jim Rice.
Taking for third. Head first slide.
Big triple for Jim Rice, and it's 2-0 Red Sox. Runner on third, 2 out for Yaz. Big hit for Jim Rice, one of the better players when I was a kid growing up. And here's a range play. So let's see where this is going to go. It's grounded to second, and order is a 1. So a big chance for the Red Sox to pick up another run. And they do as the
Moving over
fails.
forward, and it's past him.
And Yaz gets the hit in the RBI, and it's 3-0 Red Sox. So it's going to be Fisk. Runner on first, 2 out. Barrios struggling now. Not long for this game, probably, but he does. No, he doesn't. That's a K chance against a righty, and he misses it by 1. So he's not out of the woods yet. And there's an infield single for Fisk, of all people. First and second, 2 out. Fred Lynn. We're in the 5th. Barrios is down to 4 batters he can face. Still going to let him try and get Lynn. It's only the 5th inning. Let's see what happens here. Freddie Lynn batting first and second, 2 out. And that's a K chance against a righty pitcher, but 13 is too big. So Barrios has been missing those strikeouts this inning. And a double to left field.
And
it's a double.
And it scores the runner on third. So 2 runs come in. It's 5-0, and Barrios is going to be done. 5-zip Red Sox here in the top of the 5th inning. It's going to be George Scott, and we'll bring in Ron Schuler. Schuler will come in. 2-out runner on second for George Scott. Red Sox open it up here. And that's a walk chance, but it's not going to be a walk with a 20. And we got a line out to second, so the White Sox are finally out of the inning. But the Red Sox lead it 5-0, going bottom 5. Eckersley face Lemon here. And that's at the ballpark. Chet's a right-handed batter. I always remind myself of that because splits on the ballpark are for the batter. And there's a grounded second. 1 out for Eric Sutter. And that's an auto out. And that's a fly to left, it looks like. 2 out, and bring up Kessinger. So Eckersley's in control of this one. And there is he's a switch hitter batting left, so that looks like a blank. It is. And there's a base hit there for Kessinger. Don Kessinger's on first with 2 out for Bill Naharadny. And there's a walk chance, but it's not going to be a walk. Too big. And there's a base hit, so it's a 2-out magic here, but the lead runner is thrown out. Trailing runner advances. But the lead runner is thrown. Wasn't that the 3rd out? Lead runner thrown out, so that's the 3rd out. And we go to the
Be
top
sure to
of the
visit
6th
our
inning.
concession stand.
I will do that. Ron Schuler is going to face Dwight Evans. And there's a walk, and it is going to be a walk. So run around.
Walk me. Good base on balls.
Bring up Butch Hobson. And there is a K, and actually that is going to be a K on an 18. Wow. So Hobson strikes out.
He struck him out.
Run around first, 1 out for Jerry Remy. Lineup turns over again. And that is that's a base hit against the lefty. Yeah, it's a base hit for a left-handed hitter. And that is going to hold the runner at second. First and second, 1 out for Burleson. And there's a walk chance, but that's too big. No walk. And a G6. So now we're going to have a double play possibility, but a 9 is no good. So it's going to be a fielder's choice.
You're out.
First and third, 2 out for Rice. Rice had the big triple, scoring the first couple of Red Sox runs, and he just avoids a strikeout here by 1. And he grounds the second. So we go bottom 6. Red Sox lead it 5-0. Ralph Garr will lead it off against Eckersley. Eckersley pitching a shutout. We got a K chance, but no strikeout. And now we got a G6 out. Bring up Orta. Orta left-handed is a blank. And there's a fly to left, 2 out. Eckersley in charge, trying to get the shutout. Here in the bottom of the 6th, he leads at 5-0. K chance, no good. 14's too big against Lamar Johnson. And now in NS7, there is no runner in scoring position. So we have to check the N number of Eckersley, and it's only a 6, so this is going to be a base hit. This is going to be a single left. Runner on first with 2 out for Bobby Bonds. Bonds can make this interesting with 1 swing. Strategy looks like strategy rolls are dead right now. And he doesn't get the walk. So roll on Bonds. And he pops it up to third. So top 7. Schuler's still out there facing Yaz. Red Sox 5-8-0, White Sox 0-5-1. Yaz gets a blank here. And we got a ground to short, 1 out. Bring up Fisk. And that is that an auto out against a righty? Yes, it is. I think it was a home run chance against a lefty, but auto out against a righty. Bring up Lynn with 2 out. Lynn had a big hit in this game. And now we're going at the ballpark for the lefty Lynn. And there's a fly to center. So 7th inning stretch time, bottom 7. Eckersley is going to face Bloomberg. And there's a K chance, no strikeout. And against the righty, that's a ground to the short, 1 out. Chet Lemon. That is a error on a throw possible. But a fly to center, no throw, 2 out. Bring up Eric Satterholm. Eckersley does not get the strikeout, so we'll roll on Satterholm. And there's a G3. We're going to go to the 8th inning, 5-0 Red Sox. Schuler pitching to Scott. Schuler can still face 3 batters. He has settled this game down for the White Sox. But there's a walk. Walk chance. And
walks, and that wasn't close.
Runner on first, nobody out for Evans. And that's a blank. And now we got a fly to center. 1 out, runner on first for Butch Hobson. And that's a wild chance. 11 is actually going to be a pass ball opportunity, but the game tells us no pass ball, so we're going to roll on Hobson. And that against the right is a double to right for Butch Hobson.
And right on the right field line, slicing toward the corner, air ball! Off the wall!
It's off the wall, but the runner has to hold at third. So second and third, nobody out for Remy. Schuler is tired. Got the righty Burleson on deck, but we might want to try and bring in a lefty to get him here. And we will. We'll go to Hinton. So Hinton will face Remy. Second and third, 1 out. Going to bring the infield in. We can't give up any more runs. So here we go. And that's at the ballpark. Lefty Remy, a base hit. And that scores 2, and it's 7-0 Red Sox. And the trail runner also advances. Runner on second, 1 out. Hinton will face Burleson. Don't know about Rice, but he'll face Burleson. He doesn't get the strikeout here, although Burleson is a 14. 16 is too big against the lefty. And there's a grounder to second. Advances the runner. But there's now 2 out. Runner on third. And we have a choice of either walking Rice and getting the Yaz or just bringing in a righty. I think we'll just bring in a righty. We don't have too many great options left. But it's a junk game anyway. We'll bring in Mike Proley. Proley will come in to face Rice. Runner on third, 2 out. And there is an auto out. And that takes care of that. So we go to the bottom of the 8th, 7-0. Eckersley facing Kissinger. Keep saying Kissinger. Don Kessinger. And there is a strikeout chance and a strikeout. And that brings up Bill Naharodny. And there is an EG. And there's a fly to left, 2 out. Bottom 8. Ralph Garr. There's a blank. And a G5, so easy peasy. We go to the 9th.
Remember to get...
Crowley is going to face Yaz. And we got a range play at the park. And a fly to left. Gar's a 4, and he doesn't make it. And the RP2B is blank, so it's a single.
Let that ball get by him.
Runner on first. Nobody out for Fisk. And question marks 7 against a righty is a home run chance. Home run chance. 18 is too big, though. And there's a base hit. So first and second, runner holds. Nobody out for Lynn. White Sox just trying to get through this game. Looks like another range play. And this is a power results to center. A 13 is a triple. I think that's center. Is that center? If it's center, Lemon is a 7. So they have a good shot here to... And they do make the range.
Terrific play.
So that takes the triple away. Runners hold. So first and second, 1 out for Scott. Big range play there. K chance, and that's a strikeout. So 2 out. Bring up Evans. And Is that an EG? That's an EG, or on a ground ball possible, but a base hit past third. And runners hold. Bases loaded. 2 out for Hobson. 7-6 is an auto out, I believe, and that is a grounder short, so they get out of it. So we go bottom 9. Only drama left. Will Eckersley get his complete game shutout? It's going to be Orta, Johnson, and Bonds. Eckersley can still face 5, so he's fine, but he starts off with a walk. Not the way to do it.
Walking, good base on balls.
Runner on first, nobody out for Johnson. And that is a range play. And it's a G6. Burleson's looks like a 7, so good news for the Red Sox, and he does make it.
Takes the hit away.
But a 3 is just a fielder's choice. So runner on first, 1 out for Bonds. And there's a range play 12. We got another range play. That's a G5. This time it's Hobson who's a 4. And a 6 fails. The 18 again blank on the RP2B. So it's
Moving over for it, and it's past him.
Runner holds at second. First and second, 1 out for Bloomberg. Eckersley's shutout's in danger. And that is that a home run chance for a lefty? Oh, that's going to be a home run. What is Eckersley's on is not enough here to stop this home run. Ron Bloomberg breaks up the shutout with a 3-run
He might have had it. There it goes. It's out of here. Oh, doctor.
He's very excited right there. 7-3 breaks the shutout. And it's now 1 out, nobody on. The only problem with the home run is it kills the rally. There's nobody on base. Eckersley's going to still try and finish this out. Chet Lemon. And he's going to strike out. So Eckersley is the 1 out. He's on 0, but we're going to try and give him a chance to get Soderholm here. Bloomberg with a 3-run homer. The only excitement for the White Sox, there's a walk that misses. So it's up to Soderholm on his card. And there is a power result to left. But a 17 is too big, and it's going to be a fly to left to end the game. Red Sox beat the White Sox 7-3. Some big hits in this game. Bloomberg breaks up the shutout, but Eckersley gets the complete game, and the Red Sox beat the White Sox 7-3. All right, thanks for watching.